Hello, this is Brian again. I'm still here at Oakoasis Preserve, and I already did a spotlight video on it, but I finally found my Lakeside Ceanothus. This shrub will be featured much more in detail on my spotlight video, but right off the main preserve trail, there's this little use trail that takes you to the upper meadow. It's another section of the upper meadow trail that I tried following earlier, where I got turned around by poison oak. Well, go hiking probably about a quarter of a mile down, you'll find another sign for the pointing to the meadow. So I started following this, and then I saw that Ceanothus cyaneus, Lakeside Ceanothus. This is what I was looking for today specifically, and here it is in its halogenic blue-purple glory. Absolutely delectably beautiful shrub. Well, I've been hiking on this for a little while, actually. Was starting to think that I wasn't going to find this plant, and there, I found it. So here's the other side of this little meadow trail. Of course, we got other Ceanothus here too. Got Ceanothus tomentosus, and I'm starting to rethink my original identification of my Ceanothus crassifolius find earlier. I was assuming they were Ceanothus crassifolius varieties, but I'm not so 100% sure, because I mean, yeah, a lot of these leaves are flat, but if you go higher up, they're revolute. So I want to make a correction for my my first clip. I am I want to redact that. See, these ones are revolute. A lot of the lower leaves are very flat. It has to be expected on even revolute and curly leaf plants. Leaves with curly leaves like that. A lot of the lower leaves tend to be flatter with broader surface area, so it can get the sun, get sunlight. So I do kind of want to retract my comment earlier, but so I'm just going to follow this just a short way and see what I can find. So yeah, I didn't spend a lot of time on this video with that Lakeside Ceanothus because I go into bigger detail about it, you know, its morphology. Some of the plants around here it might be confused with when it's not in bloom. So I'll refer you to my Spotlight on Shrubs video on Lakeside Ceanothus. Just want to see how far this goes before this gets cordoned off by poison oak. Yeah. This trail's a lot easier to follow here than it was on the other one. The other one's just looked more like a game path. But there was a sign pointing towards it. So obviously if it's pointing towards it, the preserve okays hiking in that area. And this area gets equestrian use too. I can tell by the horse boo-boo on the ground. Look at this golden yarrow. Wow. The ones here in San Diego County really are blooming something fierce. Get more slender sunflower up here too. Yep. Helianthus gracilentus. I had to make sure it wasn't Helianthus californicus. There's another species that's supposed to be kind of similar, but the little leafy bracts underneath, they call them filaries, are curled back on Helianthus californicus. So I had to make sure I didn't just assume it was Helianthus gracilentus. But that plant's found here too. Did a spotlight on that one a couple of weeks ago as well. Here's another one. All right, I'm finding a population now. Here's another Lakeside Ceanothus, right over here. Smaller, younger specimen, or younger resprouted. Wow, okay, and we're getting to a small population of them. Okay, so this video will be a little more worth watching than I thought it would be. You can see a panicle right there. Okay, now we're starting to turn into more of a game trail-like situation over here, so again, look out for poison oak. There's a whole population of it going up this hill. All Lakeside Ceanothus. That is an extremely rare, narrow endemic here in Southern California. Only native in this area. So I know a lot of California native plant enthusiasts love coming across these rare native plants. This one is definitely quite a sight. Quite an exquisitely beautiful shrub. You can kind of see some purplish blotches on the hill. All Lakeside Ceanothus. All those purpley blotched shrubs. So I just was curious about this meadow area. Kind of curious about it. I wouldn't call this a meadow. I'd call this an opening. We've got a chaparral rim in the area, but it's kind of grassy like one. Maybe it's further up. Just curious. Meadows can be quite interesting places too. Wow. A lot of Cedar Fire around here. A lot of this checker bloom plant. One thing about this area of San Diego County, lots of big boulders. Inland San Diego County. A lot of big boulders on the mountainsides. Okay. Here we go again. Poison oak watch. A little patch of it growing right alongside here, so make sure there's none on this side. Okay. Okay. Wow. Oh yeah. It's growing right out in the trail. So I guess that's the meadow area. I don't think I want to go any further because poison oak is right on the trail. So it's kind of neat. Yeah, I know it makes me a little wussy. I don't care. I really don't. I'd rather avoid any contact with that plant. I had a couple close encounters with it on the other trail. That's why I just decided to turn around. But I just want to see what I could find along here, and sure enough, I found some pretty cool stuff. And we got some more Chrysanthemum scoparium, or it used to be known as Helianthemum scoparium. The rock rose, or California rush rose. So, well, I was hoping to get some footage of Lakeside Ceanothus. Footage of Lakeside Ceanothus. So that's definitely a good thing. It's definitely a nice day out here. Starting to get a little balmy out. It's a little sticky. I mean, marine layer is pretty thick. Just watch out, there's a lot of horse dookie around here. So just also watch where you step. Some of it's pretty fresh, so some of you might have been riding a horse out here earlier today. It is kind of a little meadowy area. Like I said, poison oak was growing over the trail, and I was not willing to brush up against any of it, even if it doesn't touch my skin. So that's so cool, man. Lakeside Ceanothus over here.